Hey guys, what's up? I'm Kizio. Welcome back with another video. And in today's video, guys, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve all the PLLs with the least number of algorithms. So this is going to be a one-look PLL, so it's not going to be like a two-look PLL. By two-look, I mean you do 2 times and then to get to the solved state, so not that. This is going to be a pure one-look PLL with this trick known as, I'll come to that later, and with that trick, we'll be able to solve all the PLLs with. So there'll be much less algorithms to learn, which is such an important thing, by the way. And so today I'm going to be teaching you guys both methods, 2 methods. One is like a sub method, which you can use, and the other is going to be the main idea or the core idea of this PLL and PLL method. So this works for the OLLs too. So this works for the OLLs, and whatever it is, this is going to be such a good method to learn. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get right into it. So guys, we'll talk about what method I'm talking about. There's 2 methods. One is known as this corner swap method, which I hope you guys know. It's like this. This is what corner swap method means. Like you swap the corners, and if you use this corner swap method, the algorithms are going to be very easy. So this is one method where you have to learn only a couple of algorithms to solve the corner swap methods. And then the other case is known as the lefty and righty algorithm. So take this for example. This is a J-perm. This is a J-perm A. This is the J-perm. This is the J-perm right. So how I identify is as I see the right. I see these 2 lines here on the right side, and that's how I identify it. So this is how you do it. And then you have J-perm B, which is like this, or the J-perm left, whatever you call. And it's just the same, like J-perm is exactly like J-perm, but it's going to be on the left side. The 2 colors, as you can see, will be on the left side. So this is how you do it. So there are a couple of algorithms to J-perm, like you have this algorithm to J-perm. You have like this for J-perm, which is a different way. I'm not going to be teaching you guys the different algorithms. I'm just going to be teaching you guys one algorithm, and you can use that for the other 2. So as I showed you guys, this, assuming this is the algorithm that I'm going to be teaching you guys, the J-perm right side, and then you have to solve this J-perm right side, you just do this algorithm, and then for the left side, I'll be teaching like this. It's the same thing, but on the left side. So this is what it means. You just use the left hand and you solve that. So this is the core idea of what this whole method works. From this, you can actually reduce all those PLLs and all those PLLs from 21 to 12. It's such a cool number. You just inverse that 21. The inverse of 21 is 12. So you're just going to learn 12 algorithms, and if you learn this method, you can reduce it to even more. I guess like 10 or something. You can reduce it to 10 or 9 algorithms. So it's pretty easy, guys. So now let's start with all the OLLs, and let's get right into it. So this is going to be our first pair of PLLs. As you can see, they're exactly the same. They're identical, but the way you see it and the way it moves, it's different. So let's start with the first one, which is the right version of the algorithm. So this is how it goes. This one, the edges are the 3 edges are not in the right position, whereas the corner and 1 edge is in the right position. So this is how you identify it. And to identify which one is it from these both, it's very simple. So you have to see the way the swapping goes. So this is how it goes from here. The red one goes over here, the blue one goes over there, like this, and like this. So as you can see, it moves in the right direction. So it goes like right to left, like this, like this, like this, like this. So that's how you remember it. And this is the left version. So as you can see, it goes from left to right. So like this, like this, like this, like this, and so that's how you remember it. As you can see, the blue, the red should go from, the red should be swapped like this, and then the green should be swapped like this, and the blue goes back. So it goes into its original position. So this is how it's gonna go. This is the left version, which moves from the left direction, like that, like that, like that, like that. And this is gonna be the right direction, which is gonna go like this, like this, like this. So that's how you identify them. Let's use it. This is how it goes. That's it. So this is the right version of the first algorithm. And then this is the left version. Voila. So this is how you do the first 2 algorithms of our first PLL. So this is going to be the PLL1, and this is going to be the PLL2. Now let's go to the next case, which is this one. As you can see here, there's only one situation for this. There's no left version or right version. So This is how it goes. The way you identify is that all the edges are in the correct position, the corners are in the correct position, but the edges are swapped. So at this manner, the edges are swapped like this, and this one, the orange should go to the orange side, the green should go to its green side, and the blue should go to its side. So it's like a plus sign. This is how it's supposed to be oriented. It's like a plus thing, so this is how it's going to be swapped, and it's very easy. Use the M2 moves, M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. That's how simple it is. Now guys, we're going to be doing the third algorithm. So this is the third case. So this is how it is. It might look similar to the second one, but the difference is the edges. As you can see guys, the edge here is swapped in a completely different manner. There it was swapped like this. Let me just show you guys. There was like this. So red comes over here like this, like this, like this, and like this. It was like a plus, like the plus orientation. So that's how it is. Whereas this one is different. This is going to orient like this, diagonal to each other. So it's going to be like this. It's not going to be straightforward like a horizontal and a vertical line. It's not going to be like a horizontal and a vertical line. It's going to be diagonal. Here's like a horizontal and vertical thing. So as you can see, that's how it is. But here it's diagonal. So the red from here, it should go over here, and then the green from here should swap like this, and then here the blue should come like this, and then the orange should go like this. So this is how the case goes. Voila, very simple. On to the next pair of algorithms, cases. So this is going to be the right version. The one I'm holding is going to be the right version. So this is how you identify both of them, the main idea of identifying. So you have a block like this, and then the other thing that you'll notice is that all the edges are in the correct position. So as you can see here, all the edges are in the correct position, but the only things that are not in the correct position is the corners. So in the first two algorithms that we learned, we saw that the edges were moving in clockwise or an anti-clockwise mechanism. Technically right side, in the right to left, or left to right. Here is the same idea, but instead of the edges, it's the corners. As you can see here, this one should move like this one should move like this, and this one should go back over here. So that's the idea that is there. Instead of the edges being moved, here the corners are going to be moved. The corners are moved, not in the right position. So the way you identify whether it's right or left is by looking at the headlights. So I keep the headlights at the back, I quickly look at the headlights and I keep them at the back, and then if this block is solved, if this block is here like this, then it's going to be the right algorithm, because we're going to use this side. And for this one, this is how I identify. See, I keep the headlights at the back, and I see that this side is solved, this block is solved, so I do this side. So the algorithm is the same thing, but one is going to be done in the left hand, the other one is going to be done in the right hand. So the lefty algorithm and the righty algorithm, this is going to be the righty case, as you can see, because this block is on the left side, so you solve it on the right side. That's how I identify it. So this is how this algorithm goes. Very simple. Just quickly look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are like the D moves as you can see here, the ring fingers, the D moves. This D moves, just to keep that in mind. And so this is how you do that. And the same thing goes for the lefty version of the case. The block is on the right side, so I attempt the left side here. As you can see, the headlights at the back, and then you can see the block is on the right side, so you attempt the left algorithm. So this is how it goes. And voila, done. So this is how you do these two cases. So now let's go to the next case. The next algorithm, and as you can see here, the way you identify is that the edges are in the right position, but the corners are not in the right position. So the corners are supposed to be swapped in a straight line manner. So as you can see here, straight line, straight line. So this is how you identify it. This one should go over here, this one should go over here, and the same thing, this one should go over here, this one should go here. To solve this, you have to bring up like this, meaning the yellow is going to be your facing side. And so let's solve it. This. So this is how you do it. So the first step is like this, and the second step is like this. That's why I pause and I do it. That's it. So this is how you do this algorithm. Now let's come to everybody's favorite algorithm. This is the T-perm, which everyone does, and I'm pretty sure you guys know it. It's so famous. So you can identify it like this, where the two edges are in the right position. Technically, the opposite ones. So if this is if this is red, the opposite of red should be orange. So the red edge is in its right position, and the opposite edge is in its right position, just the orange edge. The other thing that you have to notice is that the corners, these two corners that are adjacent to it, is in the right position. So it's you can see like a small bar like that. So you can see like a small bar, 1 and 2. So you see 2 bars, and that's how I identify it. Very simple. And then you don't have to look at the other things, because by now you know it's the T-perm, and this is how T-perm goes. This is how T-perm goes. It's very easy, simple, and very satisfying. Now let's go to the next algorithm, which has similar movements. So this is going to be the next algorithm, and the way you identify is that there's one straight line, and the opposite of the straight line is in the correct position. The edge of the opposite straight line is in the correct position. So here, this is the straight line, and the blue edge is in the correct position, and here the green edge is in its correct position. So essentially, you have a T-like shape here. So like a T-like shape here. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to be swapping. You're going to be putting them in the right position, putting these two in the right position, and the corners in the right position. So we're essentially going to swap these both, like this, this one like this, this one like this, and this one like this. So this is how the algorithm goes. You can slow it down if you want to, but yeah, this is how it goes. And let me do it fast. Now let's go to the next algorithm. So this case is similar to the ones that we saw where the edges were where the corners were supposed to be swapped. And at this situation, there's the same bar here, but the other thing that you have to notice is that the edges are not in the right position. In that algorithm, the previous one, the last one that I showed you guys, where the corners were supposed to be swapped, there you saw the edges were in the right position. So in this one, the edges are not in the right position. So the edges are flipped. They're swapped in a diagonal manner, so like this. So this is what you have to, as you can see, this is what you have to see mostly. So this is what you have to see. So it is completely different than the previous ones. So the previous one is the left case, as you can see the headlights on the here side, at this side, the back, and as you can see one bar here. That's how it goes. This algorithm is very different. So you keep it like this. You keep your bar, you keep the soft side, the soft side and one like this to your left side, and then you perform this algorithm. There's only one situation like this. There's only one case. There's no left or right. So this is how you do it. And you see that bar, and you can hit it. Khalas. This is how you do it. Done. The other thing that you have to notice when doing this on your own is how the color moves. So this thing that this thing that not that many YouTubers mention that. So the other thing that you have to notice is that colors, how the white color is moving, and so from there itself you would understand. Just my own tip that I'm giving you guys. So this is how you do it, and you just see that there's this bar over here. So there's a straight line. It's just an idea of what you have to be looking when you're doing this case. So it's not only by hotting, you have to know where the color is actually moving. And this situation is going like this, and so what you're seeing is that this color is being swapped. This edge is being broken down, and so we're going to bring it back by doing this set of algorithms, like this. And as you can see here, and now they get connected, and from there the edges are getting connected and they get solved. This is just something that you have to notice where the colors are going, so you can be more focused on where the colors are going. I normally look at this color here, so as you can see, I just look at this color and what happens to it. So that's one tip that I want to give you guys. If you're a cuber, you have to just look at the colors, where they're moving, where they're going. So now let's come to this case here. So this case is the trident case, but you can also call it the arrow case because they're all pointing down to one side like this. an arrow like that. So as you can see here, there's two edges in the right position and two corners in the right position. And so the only things that are not in the right position is this one corner, this one, and these two edges. So these two edges are supposed to be swapped like this, and these two are supposed to be swapped like this. And how I identify is very simple. I just look at these two bars at the right position, then this is the algorithm I use. This algorithm is actually a fusion of two OLLs together. So this is one OLL, and this is the other OLL. So let me just show you guys the OLLs that it's based on. So these are the two OLLs that it's based on. One is the fish-like thing where you see that where these two are here like this, and you just solve it like that. And the other case is like this, where they're like this, almost like a T, where it's like a T, and these two are facing like this, and you just solve this. So these are the two cases. This is just technically one algorithm, but one algorithm that is formed with two OLLs. So now let's come to the next pair of algorithm, and this is the JPerm, which I showed you guys in the beginning of the video. So this is the right side JPerm, as you can see here. This is how it is. The way I identify the right side is I see a complete straight line and like a J, like an L-like thing over here. So I see like an L-like thing like this on the left side. So this should be oriented on the left side, and I see a two same color and same edge in like this one side. And the left version of it is the exact same thing, but I look at it as the left side. So what you can see is that one full solved color will be on the left side for solving the JPerm right. And for the lefty version of it, one whole color, this whole box on this whole color will be solved on the right side, so you perform the left algorithm. This is how I identify them, and this is how the algorithm goes. There's two methods that I mostly use, and let me show you guys both of them. And this is how the right version goes. And the left version, the same thing. Then there's another algorithm that I use, which is like this, but one is done on the right side, the other one is done on the left side, like this. And this is how it goes over here. Voila. Now let's go to the next case. So this is the next algorithm, and they're very similar. As you can see from the look itself, you can see that they're very similar. The only difference is the two bar, this straight line, this bar. As you can see, one is on the left side, so you perform the right algorithm. And the other one is on the right side, so you perform the left algorithm. So this is how I look at it. I see that there's a one bar and a one solved side, and so I keep it in my front. So this is how I keep it in my front, and from there I would know that this is the right version to do. So this is the right version, and this is how it goes. And the other thing that you would normally notice is that this side is also in its correct position. So the edges, two edges are in their right position, and there's a headlight like this, and there's like a bar like that, and so that's how I notice it. And this is the same thing here. So there is a bar and a one correct corner, and the edges are in the right position. The two edges that are here are in the right position. So that is how I notice these two cases, and these two cases, and this is how it goes. So there's another tip that I want to explain here. So the tip is that you make sure to look at this you make sure to look at this edge, this F2L pair. So because we're going to use this F2L pair and move it continuously. And so as you can see here, we just bring it down, and then you do this, and you do that, and you do that, and you bring it up. So this is what we're going to be looking at, and this is the edge that we're going to be swapping or changing its orientation, direction, whatever. So this is one thing that you have to notice. And the same thing happens over here. This is the lefty version of it, and this is how it goes. Note that I'm using this on the white side and on the white color. This is the white color base. The base is yellow, and the up is the white color here, and white color, and here is the base is white, and here's red color. Yellow color. So this is how you do it. The same idea. And this is how you perform the left version, and the one that I showed you is how you perform the right version. This is the right version. So this is the two cases, and now we come to the big four. Well, I call them the big four because they're similar to each other. They're the same family or the same idea, and they're since those are four, we divided into two, so two sections, two parts. And yeah, now let's go to the cases. So this is going to be the next pair of algorithms, as you can see here. So this is how you notice this algorithm. So you see two headlights, and then you see one solved edge and a corner. So as you can see here, this is the right version. So how do you identify is very easy. So you would see a pair of headlights, two headlights, and then you see a bar, which is the red, white. In this situation, you see red and white and red, white, green. So this is what it is, and the way I identify is that I see a bar and I see a headlight, and if the headlight is on the left side and the bar is over here, then I perform this case. It's technically just, you know, orienting the edge. So if you stop from here, you just can see that you just have to orient the edge to its original position, the F2L pair. So it's just an orientation of the F2L pair, just for your idea. And this is the same thing here. The bar should be on the left side. So the bar is on the left side, and these two are over here. So this is over here. The headlights are on the left side, and the bar is on the headlights are on the right side, and the bar is on the left side. So you perform this case. And you get the F2L pair, you just connect it. That's how simple it is. Now let's come to the next algorithm. So these are the two cases. As you can see here, they're similar because they have the headlight idea, the same idea of headlights. So the headlights are going to be on the right side, and here the difference is that you see that headlight is over here, but the bar is opposite to it. Before it was adjacent, it was like this. This is how it was. The bar, the headlights and the bar was like over here. Now the headlights is over here, and now the bar is over here. So the same idea applies to the left version. The headlights are on the right side, and the bar is on the left side. But note down, the bar is next to you, which is like over here. Before it used to be over here, now it's over here. So that is one thing that you have to note down, the way you look at it. So this is how it goes. Let me just show you guys the algorithm. It's very simple. Voila. Now the same thing applies to the left version. You just do this, and you just take the pair outside, and then you do this. Voila. So this is going to be the next two cases, which is the final two. And they're going to be like bars. So this is going to be like a bar algorithm. So this is how you're going to see that. The bar are going to be facing like this. So one bar goes like this, the other bar goes like this, the other bar goes like this, the other bar goes like this. The same thing here. One bar goes like this, the other one goes like this, the other one goes like this, the other one goes like that. So the way it goes is one goes clockwise and the other one goes anti-clockwise. So one goes like a clock like this, and the other one cycles like anti-clockwise like this. So the anti-clockwise one is the left version, and the clockwise one is the right version. So how I do it is that I keep it like this. I keep the unsolved bar like this, and then this is the unsolved bar, and I just do this case twice. So this is what it is. This is how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So what you're technically doing is that you're taking this edge and you're bringing it over here, and you're taking this edge and you're bringing it over here. It's just swapping the edges, and the same thing applies over here. We're just going to do the left version. Voila. So the idea, as I said, just swapping the edges. You're swapping this edge and you're swapping this pair. I mean these F2L pairs. And you're bringing this F2L pair over here and this F2L pair over here. Like you're just bringing this like this and like this like this. Yes, that's it, guys. We are done with all the PLLs, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We come to the final situation. This is not a situation. It's just a different idea or different method that we're going to be using, and this would reduce your PLL to even more. And this is just for those people who don't want to learn that many PLL algorithms. But I would recommend you guys to learn all of these, guys. They're very important. But yeah, now let's start with the idea that is there. So this is going to be like this: R prime, D, R. So that's what you're going to understand. And R prime, D prime, R. So that's what we're going to know here. R prime, D, R. You do a U move. You swap this over here. You do that. As you can see, it's swapped. And you do that like that. And you keep doing. Just keep following the same cycle. This same cycle will come on the Megamix, so you have to learn it. And so we now got the XPerm. So instead of doing this XPerm algorithm that I taught you guys, you can just do this swap mechanics. So this is going to swap over here, this is going to go over here, and this is going to go over here, this is going to go over here, this is going to come over here. So the same idea, what you do is you just swap them, and so this is going to be here, and you just bring it up like that. And now you're going to be doing the next side, you just do this, and so you're going to swap like that and like that. Done. This only works when the edges are in the right position, so it's not going to work in this case. It's not going to work in this case because the edges are not in the right position, or most of the algorithm, most of the cases, it's not going to work. It's going to work on this case here. So what you can do is, in this case, since the edges are not in the right position, you can just do a U2, and they'll come to the right position, So what you do is very simple, same idea, just keep swapping the colors. You just keep swapping the colors. Just keep swapping the colors to the right position. This is green and orange. So you just bring it over here, that thing, and now you just have to take this out, and this is green and red. You just go to the green and red position, and you take it out and do that, and voila. So in these cases, you don't have to learn the algorithm, and so let me just show you this case too. So this also applies here. So this is the case that we swap the corners like in a triangle manner. This is the anti-clockwise one, the lefty version of it. So how do you do it is very simple. You just take this, swap it up to this position, and you do that. You swap, you see this, you swap it over here, and you bring it over there. So the same thing will apply to its righty version, to the right version too. So from here you can reduce even more algorithms. So it also happens to the right version. Very simple. What you do is you just do that, you remove it, and you bring it to over here. You bring it to its original, to its position like this, and then you see this too. So you bring that over here, you bring it over here. So it's the swapping mechanics. So if you use this method, the swap method, the corner swap method, you just have to learn 8 algorithms, which is pretty insane. It's just pretty insane, from 21 to 12 to 8. But I would recommend you guys to learn the 12 cases, because the 12 cases are very important, and you just have to do the lefty version of them. That's it. So that is there. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the how to solve the PLLs with the least number of algorithms. The same thing applies to OLLs, and I will be making a video on that soon. So make sure to watch that. See you guys next time. Amik is leaving. Bye bye.